Well, David, you are a dowser. Fit is a dowser, and when did you first get that power?
Oh, I was 5 years old, and I remember that for the dowsing looking for water, and they were using this roads here, and we were up the top of the road there, and we held a stick like this, and my mum and dad both stick came up like that, so I got to hold that stick in my own, and his stick come flying up like this, and it hit me below the chin. So that's the first time that I realised that I had maybe powers. I suppose many people have powers. Some, but this is the road dowsing as well, which I know only decent things is new, but I don't really use these things new. And if you come over the water, it comes in, you see, or against. If there's nothing about it used in suit.
And David, you said you were 5-year-old when you first discovered that. Did your parents do the same type of dowsing as you do, or were they just dowsing for water?
They were just the normal type dowsers, using mostly this fork stick. We did a muscle test. You see muscle test? Do you want to do a muscle test for you being strong for yes. Being strong for yes. And you can weak for no. It certainly works with lots of most people. I believe that quite often I can sense when they're driving the car, I can sense there's a car coming around the corner, and I have to be very, very careful. Quite often, well, if I didn't do that, I'd have had an accident. Maybe more people do the same. They can feel these things. Intuition.
And you said that a feather had only kind of feather.
I think only kind of feather. Yeah. Well, you can. The army uses for this grouse feathers, the left hand side. It certainly makes you strong. Anybody painted a man left finger at me, then I would be annoyed. Right finger's okay, but it's the opposite. A woman's right hand makes you weak.
What sort of discipline would folk need?
Well, you have to relax, you get rid of this educated mind of yours for a spell, and just let you go back into nature. But just to relax, it's the most important thing. It's a very easy way of working. We can cure. We've been able to cure one man overnight, but he was only 4 months. To be able to cure a few of them, a number of them in a week, but usually it takes a week really longer than a week. If they do, we say we can get them back to normal. There's plenty of material here that tells you how the American doctors they found that you need 100 times more iodine than the stated dose to be healthy. And this is doctors that in America have been tested with other sort of material that only person can read. This lad rose up when I said that he shouldn't have sleep near a fuse box. And he's a good God, I've been sleeping near a fuse box for the last 30 years. I've got cooks lucky be. Whenever we took him off a fuse box and set his bedroom bed if his head facing north, he was okay before and there. He started.
And like fit about the ground itself. Is there strong points in the ground?
There is certain. I must let you see this. And again, if you have time to see it today, but across the Raymore, I'm going to show you a great area in front of the Raymore House Hotel, and it's this ivy growing there, lush ivy, where there's ivy has a good energy spot.
Can run about ourselves here, this area here, and have a lot of steins in the park, big steins. Have they got the similar connection, David?
I'm sure they have. When I was about 16-year-old, I got a tractor and pulled the hell lot of them out. I wish they had got in. And I remember from my father going to watch yesterday when he saw him looking for the steins, because he's got to run about for the binder, and he went out with it hard. But I think these are all tuned, and this major could neutralise maybe bad energies, maybe, ley lines or something like that.
And David, do you see yourself as being a modern day druid or picked or set in these circles? Could you build 4 stones, 5 stones yourself and tune them?
Yeah, I think you could, but you have to pick the stones. These druid stones, you can easily tell which is a druid stone and which is nay, and I reckon if you put your hand in the top, you can completely strong.
No ley line is in the ground, it's waist high, and it changes position at night time.
Who?
Changes position at night time. It can go either 5 metres sideways or 5 metres that way. I proved it.
And how are you doing, David? And what is a ley line, boys? What actually is a ley line?
Ley line is above the ground. Now the Americans know there's one that leaves England and goes right across the Atlantic and earths in Danville. They proved it. So it can't be under the ground.
No, but what actually is it?
Well, it's a power.
It's a power.
It's a power source, but it sounds, all these things will completely upset it.
Oh?
All these tombstones. Same way they put up big buildings.
People who built this,
yeah.
And if they built a place of worship at the same place, that seems to be a contradiction maybe in terms.
The Druids didn't build that.
So this is first, their worship, place of worship was...
See, I step over here, see? Left hand down, bad. Go in there, right hand straight away.
And again, Frank, what sort of power is it?
It's the power of the sun, infrared rays. See?
And just excuse my ignorance.
Yeah. But well, when you drive in the car, you've got infrared rays coming from the sun to the windscreen. No, ultraviolet rather, and they convert to infrared inside. But this here, it doesn't respond to ultraviolet at all. It responds to infrared, which is the sun's true rays. That's it. That's it. That's the one. That's the maximum power coming from there, and that's probably directed over that way. The ancient church would be built over a blind spring, and there'd be 7 radiating. Now, I went into the smallest church in England on the walls of Winchester City. And I walked, it was a bitterly cold day, and I walked up towards the altar. Cold, 1 step warm, back, cold, warm. Man, I checked, and there were 7, the blind spring of water came up, and there were 7 radials of water veins going out.